Hi everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Wanola, and today I'll be sharing with you how the media has shaped my perception of Korea, South Korea to be more specific, and Koreans. Now, I'm a complete foreigner. I'm Nigerian in Nigeria. I've never been to Korea before, but like all the rage right now, I'm diehard Kdrama fan, and not K-pop, K-drama. But I'm also into K-pop. So the only knowledge I have of Korea, my perception of Korea, everything Korea, Koreans, South Korea, I'm saying Korea a lot, it was built through what the media has painted for me, through what I've seen on YouTube channels, as anchored by Koreans themselves, as anchored by foreigners who went to Korea, and also K-dramas, most especially, of course, and K-pop, following K-pop stars, the music and everything. So that's basically how I built my image in my head of how Korea should be. So what I think is definitely would probably be very far off from what it is, right? But I'm just sharing with you how I feel about Korea. Now, let's start. First of all, my first image, or the first major image I had of Korea, was that Korea is such a beautiful city. Like, everywhere just looks so well organized and arranged, you get, and everything is neat, clean. You guys recycle so well. That's what I think. I'm a Nigerian, right? Recycling is still sort of new to us. We're not very, we don't do it by ourselves. We just put all the trash in one place and somebody recycles it for us. So I feel like Korea is like a neat, organized country. That's the first image. The second image of Korea that I had, that was built up in my head, was the culture is very respectful. Like Koreans respect their elders so much. Like even up to the point the respect is to the point of when you're drinking, there's a certain type of behavior that is expected of you. You put your hands like this and you pour the drink and you bow, and wow, it's just a lot of respect. And also I feel like major view is that elders are given top priority. You cannot you have to be respectful at all times. It's important to be respectful at all times, which as a Nigerian is not really far off from what I'm used to, right? Nigerians are quite respectful too. We're even ours is a lot, considering that you can't even let the elders know that you drink. Who are you to say I drink, sir? No, you don't. But the next one for me, the third one, I would say is third impression I had was beauty standards. Yeah, I feel like the beauty standards of Korea, especially the ones they have for females, really so high. You have to be, and when it comes to beauty standards, I think what I've learned is that you have to be really slim. Your weight should not be above 45 kg thereabout as a younger single lady, which is ridiculous to me, because 45 kg, that's, I'm not judging. There's a particular way your head should be shaped, and I think the beauty standards, the way they are judged, and makes Korea also a bonus point is the plastic surgery capital of the world. It's not really a big deal to Koreans to have plastic surgery, double eyelids, which is not really a big deal to me, but that's to me. You have to have big eyes and all that, and yeah, those are the beauty standards of Korea. They seem pretty high to me, but whatever suits you people, that's fine. And let's say I feel like the beauty standards it's not diverse enough to make people be beautiful in their own way, right? So at the end of the day, when you say the structure, your T-zone should be T, at the end of the day, you all look alike. So why will you put everybody should be this way, that way, this way, this way? So that will make everybody look alike. How you say one person is outstandingly gorgeous? I don't know, but that's the culture. I'm not questioning it, but that's what I learned. Also, which leads to other things. My fourth point will be still on the beauty subjects about the boys. K-dramas have painted it in my head that Korean men are hot as K-dramas. But in reality, social media, when I've gone to TikTok, when I've gone to Instagram, Korean men are okay. But K-drama men are like on another league. So that kind of give me the perspective of maybe in Korea to be an actor and actress, which is not like a very big deal or different for what every media, whatever part of the world, it's not very different from what a lot of Hollywood, Bollywood, everybody does. Is like you put your best foot forward, so like you pick out the most handsome men that can act and you make them stars, and everybody thinks like everybody in your country looks like that. So yeah, so K-dramas have kind of painted in my head that like almost all Korean men are hot, and there's one big is it chivalry? They're so romantic, and you know, I guess for a while I was sold to that image. I'm still kind of sold to it, but as I got deeper into the whole K-drama world, into the Korean world, I began to see like, well, they might be handsome, but at the end of the day, men are men and everywhere. So yeah, and I think my fifth point will be this one I got from watching various YouTube channels, especially from foreigners who went to live in Korea for a while, or who visited Korea for a while, or who are currently in Korea. I think I was sort of pained to learn this particular one. It's not if I didn't expect it. I think I just worshipped Korea in my head so much that when I heard about it, I was still kind of hot that the country has that kind of behavior, racism, of course, against dark-skinned people. And I think in Korea, racism and colorism is even made worse because they kind of favor like really fed. Oh, they help me. English is a problem. Really fair-skinned people. Yeah, so it's even worse for people like me that are naturally dark in complexion from Africa. You know, I think racism is a big deal there, colorism. So yeah, I mean, it's not as if I didn't expect it, but I've always viewed Korea from my rose-colored glasses, and when I first heard about it, someone's like experience where it's more spat on her, like a Korean man spat on her because she was black. Heartbreak. So yeah, that doesn't mean I still don't want to visit, but I definitely don't want to live there, but I really like to visit the place. Okay, yeah, so the next part of that for me, and oh wait, before I go forward, I also kind of learned somewhere, I don't know where I picked out, that most of the racist behavior in Korea is mainly from older people, people who are, you know, older, like let's say people who are from their 40s and above, or is it 35 and above? Yeah, like they're the ones that are mostly racist. The younger generations are not like that. But you know, when it comes to that, not to give excuses to people to racism, is I guess maybe one of the, I don't know, there's no excuse. Let me just move on. The next point for me will be just like any other country, money is a really big deal, and sometimes, most of the time, money equals power and reverence. But that's basic. Every community is like that. I mean, I feel like maybe not every community, my community is like that. Yeah, the fifth point I have is the bad air, the smog. In some Korean dramas they call it fine dust. They call it fine dust. Some people call it smog. When I watch some YouTube pages and stuff, so bad air is really bad, and it really affects the lungs. You know, I don't know what bad air is. I've never. I mean, the bad air in Nigeria and Lagos that I'm used to is the one where, you know, a truck when you're on the road, like driving through traffic, of course, everywhere you're just like, it's just hitting you in the face. That's the. I heard that bad air is really bad there. Also, I learned that there are not a lot of foreigners in Korea. Like Korea is made up of 99% Koreans, so I feel like their culture is really protected, really protected, which is a really good thing. I think that's one of the major things that really attract me to Korea. Like it's not hard, but I feel like it's really unique to see a culture that is so well protected, but at the same time so well, it interests a lot of people across the world, but it's still well protected. Like they're still their own people. It's not like it's westernized. Or for example, which is my next point, is English is like a big deal there. Not everybody can speak English, which will really make it hard for people like me to communicate with Koreans. But English is a big deal, which is, I don't think the fact that they don't speak English, it might be a disadvantage for some of them when they want to do business. But I feel it's really cool to grow up speaking your own language and, you know, nurturing your language. It just gives your culture some sort of strength, right? I mean, I'm Yoruba, I'm Nigerian, like I mentioned earlier, and I'm from Yoruba tribe. I speak Yoruba, but I think I speak English 90% of the time. The rare 10% that I actually speak my language, I often forget what to say. So Koreans speaking their own language constantly and continuously is really like something I admire, and it's a really big deal to me. Okay, I don't know how many points I've mentioned so far, but I think I'll just add one last point. This last point, I should have linked it to. Okay, my last point here is that Koreans drink a lot. You drink a lot. Like, wow. I don't know if I've mentioned this already, but wow. I have nothing against drinkers. For in fact, like, it's from all the K-dramas I watch, drinking is like a way of life. Let's go drink some soju. Let's go there, drink. Wow. I mean, I was watching a show one day. They drank so much in that K-drama. I can't remember what title the K-drama is anymore. I had to pause the K-drama, I was watching on Netflix, and Google what is the rate of alcoholism in Korea. God, I mean, I have nothing against drinking. No, I'm just overwhelmingly surprised at the rate that you all drink. So yeah, that's pretty much all I have for today on my perception and the small little thoughts that I have about Korea, South Korea. I have more, but I can't cover it in one video, so I will say we end this here and see you next time if you want to hear more things about Korea that I've learned or whatever. So please, if you like this video, follow, subscribe, think and whatever. So yeah, that's it. Bye.